How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another reaction. I know, at this point, it's not worth it to say that I don't want to do another because I'm gonna end up doing another. But yeah, welcome back to another reaction because this video, how do I put this? This video is special for a start. It's very special, I might add. Ignore the mess in this side of the room. There's even more behind me, but you guys can barely see it because the microphone is blocking it precisely as I want it to. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, Kev, you might have heard about him. He's kind of a known guy, I guess. I don't know too much about him or whatever. But apparently he's a big Your Turn to Die fan. Like, so big that he's got a couple of interesting projects under his belt. Again, I don't really know much about him. But apparently he's made something for every single anniversary ever since he started becoming part of the community. I'm not quite sure on that, actually. I do know that there was stuff last year for the 5th anniversary, which is, by the way, if you haven't already, please watch it. 700 people with a short statement each about why they love the game and what they expect of the future, basically their thoughts on the game, including something kind of surprising at the end, but I'm not gonna spoil anything if you guys haven't watched it yet. If you haven't, what the fuck are you doing? Anyways, today is a special day for multiple reasons. For starters, I'm recording this on the 30th of August, which is actually your boy's birthday. 24 today. I'm an old man, and I understand that completely, and I will accept my punishment by becoming a year older. God. Aging sucks, but at the same time, it's kind of nice. So yeah, today's my birthday. I've been having a good day so far, and I decided, you know what? Why not do a birthday recording by recording my reaction to the 6th year anniversary from Kev for Your Turn to Die, which is, I still can't believe he actually pulled this off, an interview with Nankidai himself. It is the shortest video I've ever recorded to on the channel, around 20 minutes long. Knowing myself, I'm probably gonna turn this into like a 40-45 minute reaction video. But yeah, anyways, we're here to watch an interview with Mr. Nankidai himself, who recently became a father. Congratulations, of course. Congratulations are in order. I believe it's twins. He's a father of twins, actually, which is kind of nuts. I hope he's gonna be all right. I fortunately don't know what parenthood is yet. Again, I might be 24 years old, but I'm still a young man at heart. Only at heart. My beard is starting to get grizzly. I don't know if you guys can notice, but stress is real. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to react to a video. And like I said, I don't know how this man does it, but Kev keeps pulling shit off that since it's insane. Kev is awesome. He's insane, but he's awesome. He's insanely awesome. He's awesomely insane, whatever the fuck you want to say. And now he's just gotten one of the most exciting videos I've ever had in my catalog to watch in a long time. Like I said, the 5th year anniversary video, in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I have with me my hydration bottle. But as I was saying, the 5th year anniversary video was hype. I got to be part of it. It was insanely cool to be one of the people who contributed to that amazing piece of Your Turn to Die's fandom. I'm pretty sure that's like that video is still highly regarded as one of the milestones of the community. It got everyone that like wanted to be part of this. I'm talking like Manly Badass Hero, Weeby News, VG Person, the translator for the fucking game. It was insane. It was kind of nuts, and to be part of that was pretty special. So I'm kind of curious to see how this one is gonna pan out. I've been talking for far too long. You guys just want to see me react to this video, and yeah, shall we get started? Alright, and here we are with Your Turn to Die's creator answers your questions. And then a bunch of Japanese kanji, I believe. I don't know the difference between the dialects and the writing styles, but I believe that is kanji. I'm guessing it says the exact same thing, but in Japanese. I'm not ready for this. Guys, I'm gonna be straight up. I'll just do one last confirmation that everything's fine. Everything seems to be fine. I'm sorry for the poor lighting. It's usually pretty sunny out at these days, but for some reason, it's pretty cloudy, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm not sure what to expect out of this. Let's just see what Kev has for us and see what questions get asked. I do remember he posted he did a community post asking if you could ask Nankidai a single question. I think it was actually multiple posts he did that because he collected over the year, if I'm not mistaken, or over the past few months. I don't know. What would you ask him? And I remember my question, I did not know what to ask. I mean, I knew the general broad strokes of what I wanted to ask him, but I only asked, what's your writing process? It's super vague, I know, and I don't expect it to be answered in this video. But at the same time, it would be pretty cool if that question made it into this. I don't care, I just want to see this. Let's start.
How's it going, folks?
What up?
Keigo or Kev.
Immediately want to point out we're 3 seconds in and I'm already pausing the video. Nice touch with the Japanese subtitles, considering that I'm guessing that you also want to target this to a Japanese audience, to the Eastern audience, to people over in Japan. I mean, I don't know, but it's good. It's good. I like it.
As you probably know. And happy 6th anniversary to Your Turn to Die, aka Kimi Ga Shine.
Fucking 6 years old, dude. It's nuts. I've known this game for about 3 years, and I think that's a long time. But 6 years of this thing existing is just crazy.
We've had a lot of cool ways to celebrate Your Turn to Die's anniversary in the past, which, for this year, we have something very special. To celebrate this momentous occasion, the creator of Your Turn to Die, Mr. Nankidai himself, has agreed to an interview and has answered 15 questions.
15. Also, 15 questions. Alright, keeping that in mind. That's gonna be an interesting... He had to pick the best 15 out of, like, hundreds of answers, so... or hundreds of questions in this case, so... I imagine it was not an easy job. In any case, though, you can tell how excited he is by, like, the tone of his voice. Man has been waiting for a while to do this video, or to post it, or whatever. And you can tell he's excited. And I'm too. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Not just my questions, but questions from you guys.
Yep.
AKA questions from the fandom as a whole, which I have been able to gather over time.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are excited, because, well, not only is it the 6th anniversary, we are on the road to the final chapter.
Oh, yeah.
With Mr. Nankidai becoming a new father of 2 kids.
Yep.
Let us, all together as a community, continue to kindly support him and graciously await the release of the final chapter.
Seriously, man, that man is a saint. I will wait as long as it's needed for that chapter to come out, and I will be happy to do so.
Thank you ever so much to Mr. Nankidai for everything that you do. I am very honored to be able to get the chance to make this video.
This man is so happy, dude. I'm happy for him. This is a milestone. 6 years, an interview with the creator. There are not a lot of things in this world that you can say got this treatment. This is nuts. I can't get over this. This is fucking nuts. I will probably be dissecting each and every one of the 15 answers he gives, which I guess it's fine. Also, sorry, I just need to check some stuff. I'm sorry we lost the image, but I was just checking Discord. Like I said, it's my birthday. I'm still getting birthday wishes. It is currently 3:45 p.m., so I expect to get more until the end of the day, but hey, it do be like that. Anyways, folks, like I said, he's happy. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the community as a whole for this video's existence, and it's gonna be nice. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here. Let's go.
So yeah, folks, like, comment, subscribe. We are
Do it.
at 30K.
Do it.
So let's get it.
Do
also
it.
Debuting today.
Get this man to 30K if you haven't already. Actually, I should have checked. No. Get this man to 30K! Thank you.
Is a fancy new intro created for me by the wonderfully talented and amazing animator, plus Your Turn to Die community member, Mamma Mia.
Oh, I've seen their work before. This is about to be hype.
Thank you ever so much, Mamma Mia. They are fantastic, folks, so make sure you check out all of Mamma Mia's links in the description.
We'll do afterwards.
Without further ado, let's get ready to show
I want to see this intro.
Mr. Nankidai some love. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Oh, I just noticed. Hold up. Jill and Dana, I think that's her name, right? I still need to play Valhalla. I've only seen someone play it before, but it seems like such a good game.
Mr.
Anyway,
Nankidai some love. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as we get the chance to learn more about Kimi Ga Shine.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Love so much, what it's like writing and creating a game, and about our man, our guy, Mr. Nankidai himself. Thanks for coming out, folks. Let's get started.
Let's go! Oh, shit! Oh, that is a sick intro! Fantastic stuff. This intro is fantastic. Props. What a great intro, dude.
Question 1. When did you start thinking about the story of Kimi Ga Shine? What made you decide to tell this story?
This is such a pivotal question. Let's see what he answers.
In 2017, the management of a service called RPG Atsumaru invited me to participate in a project to create a horror game, and I started thinking about the story when I participated in it. I started production around May of 2017, with plans to release the game in August, and during that time, I came up with the main storyline. I had only made comedies up to that point, so I was motivated by the desire to make a serious story that was completely different.
Interesting.
Question 2.
Interesting. Okay, so this was his first horror slash mystery novel sort of game, right? That he made on this style. He had only made comedies up until this point. What? What? How? Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. Still, May of 2017 was when he started developing the game. He had the whole storyline written up until August. That's impressive. Low-key, I was entering college at that time, man. Time flies. I was entering university at that time, and now I'm working. Insane. Still, pretty cool to learn of his, like, how what made him decide to create this game. So this was a fortuitous occasion. He was asked to participate in an event, and because of that, he started developing the game. Honestly, fate's hand is kind to us.
From releasing Kimi Ga Shine, how has life changed for you personally and as a creator?
This is a good
question.
question.
What do you think about having so many people from all over the world affected by your writing and your characters? Even creating content like making YouTube videos on Kimi Ga Shine, cosplaying your characters, or even making art.
That art is really good. Hold up.
YouTube videos on Kimi Ga Shine, cosplaying your characters.
Yeah, News Tip is such a good cosplayer too. Oh my god, this art is fantastic. I love it.
And making art. I was surprised and really happy because I didn't expect so many people to enjoy it. Since I started making Your Turn to Die, I have had manga and novels published based on it, and I have received requests to write stories in a similar style as new works. I have never accepted the offers because I want to complete Your Turn to Die.
Fucking respect, dude. Honestly, there are just so many creators, totally not a jab at myself, by the way, who, like, start a project and then they just bite off way more than they can chew and just start a bunch of other projects. This man is committed. I really appreciate that. And he wants to tell a story and he's not gonna stop until that story is told. Which is why I'm, like, super convinced, I'm more than convinced that Chapter 3-2 is not gonna disappoint. He has an idea for the story and he's clearly committed and passionate about the story itself. I don't think it's gonna be a disappointment, everyone. I really don't. It needs to be really bad to be a disappointment. I don't see it happening. Honestly, my respect for Nankidai just grew with that response. I mean, I already respected him immensely. That's not the point. It grew even more than I thought it would be possible. Just, damn, that's such a good answer.
It makes me happy from the bottom of my heart to see fans loving my work and enjoying it through videos, art, cosplay, etc. And every time I see such works, it gives me more energy and motivation to create.
Wait, hold up, what? Oh yeah, dude, yeah, I was like, I misread some stuff, so that's why I wanted to go back. Yeah, people like Johnny Awesome, Manly Badass Hero, and Weeby, and even Kev, like, people like this playing the game, like, getting it to more people. I think it's fully deserved. I mean, it's no surprise. I played the game myself.
And motivation to create. I hope that everyone will continue to enjoy. I will do my best to respond to your love for my work.
Hey, let's
Question
go.
3. You have a background as a manga artist. What made you decide to make a game of the story instead of another way? Why did you decide to use RPG Maker to create this game? When I was about 13 to 15 years old, I used to make games using a software
Oh
called
my
RPG
God.
Sukuru 2000.
Oh my god, dude, that is ancient. That is ancient history right there. This man knows his craft. That is so ancient, bro.
I thought I could use my experience from back then. At
Well-
the time I started
well
making
applied.
Kimi Ga Shine, free gameplay videos were very popular on video sites in Japan.
Oh,
I
really?
learned that there were many great games by watching those videos, and I was very attracted to the free game culture, so I wanted to make one myself.
That's pretty good.
Question
that's,
4.
That's pretty good.
Needless to say, it would be very difficult to write for this game and multiple routes. It's very impressive. How do you manage to balance it all so well, especially during trial?
I'm so curious about this answer because like it is this okay, this question is just basically how do I put this? This is the question I wanted to ask, but better. They worded it better basically. Whoever did this, props, you worded the question I wanted to ask, but like better in a way that I'm going to get a satisfying answer. Thank you.
Sara and the rest of the group persistently try to escape, while the Floor Masters as a collective consistently try to kill the survivors. Because those two objectives are clearly defined, we can tell the story and combine them to some extent.
Sorry, I watched the background for a bit, and I kind of zoned out a little. I've said this many times, but I have played through this part of the game, and the VODs for my Twitch streams of the So's route are on YouTube, privated, and waiting for me to edit them, and I just haven't had the courage to do so because I got stuck on the second main game, and you all know why. I'm sorry, let me redo that answer. I'm really sorry, Nankidai.
Sara and the rest of the group persistently try to escape, while the Floor Masters as a collective consistently try to kill the survivors. Because those two objectives are clearly defined, we can tell the story and combine them to some extent.
That is a good starting point, honestly. Like, it's so easy to devise or design something, and you kind of forget the starting point and the ending point. You kind of forget, okay, my final goal with this is to reach this point in particular. So that is a fantastic first answer, because it is, again, it's so easy to forget what you're doing when the story gets super convoluted. Like, your turn to die is starting. Like, let's be real, there's a lot of elements that need to be answered, and will most likely be answered in 3-2. But as long as you like have a main plot to center things around, in this case, Sara and the rest are trying to run or to escape the death game, and the Floor Master's goal is to thin the herd with each floor passed, or each 2 floors. I don't know, I think it's each 2 floors, except for chapter 2, which was just the 3rd floor. It's kind of inconsistent, it doesn't really matter, but with each main chapter, the thinning of the herd is the Floor Master's main goal with each main game, with each sub game. And that's like the main plot. If you can build around that, you can make something pretty interesting, but again, it's not as easy as, okay, I have this, just write this. No, you have to have creativity, I imagine.
The truth of the matter is, I don't think too much about the balance.
Really?
It looks fun to play, then we integrate it into the branching routes. I also spend a lot of time adjusting. I've created many different paths, and also have deleted them.
Is that right? There were other paths that you deleted because you didn't think... okay. So, I'm talking in the second person like I'm talking directly to him, because this feels like an interesting interview, and it feels like I'm right there, but I'm gonna change it up. So basically, Nankidai has had multiple different paths from the ones that we see in the game, and deleted them because they didn't fit within, or they didn't either fit, or they were just not fun. Give me a second, it's so hot, I need to open my window. Alright, that's more like it. Everything seems fine, right? Everything's fine? Yeah, okay. So, but that's so interesting. I kind of wonder what other paths were available at one point. I mean, it's no use thinking about it unless Nankidai himself comes out with a statement regarding said paths, said deleted paths. But I'm curious. Maybe if there's a future opportunity to do one of these, I might ask that. I need to make a mental note of that.
Question 5. You have a very impressive understanding
Oh, yeah.
of human psychology and how people behave in stressful situations. What research, if any, did you do in the making of Kimi Ga Shine?
This one's gonna be interesting.
Was the plot influenced by real events?
Ooh.
Did you have to study anything in order to write any of the characters?
Okay. This is again like Kev really picked the best questions I've seen up until this point. I think I've read some of these when he was asking for what we wanted to ask Nankidai. This one I think is gonna be interesting. I don't know. Again, this is all new to me. I just want to see if he actually did any research because, like the question said, he has a great understanding of human psychology. I mean, just look at Naoe Gokuro. Like, that's everyone, or Kana. I don't need to say anything else, do I? Or even so, but again, every single character was written pretty well.
While thinking about the story, I always wonder, what would I do? I
Oh.
don't do or say anything that I wouldn't agree with. I don't have any actual events or models, but I write the psychology of the characters by deeply following what my A self or what my B self would do. I've been using this
yeah.
method since my days as a manga artist, and I'd say it has carried over into my game production.
I completely understand what he just said. Okay, so he doesn't write anything he wouldn't agree with. So basically, by doing that, he's essentially making his characters feel human. I completely understand that. I've applied that to like things that you guys don't know about and will likely never know about because they will never see the light of day. But I'm pretty satisfied with that answer, honestly. That's pretty good.
Question 6. People have really come to love the dummies,
Ooh.
i.e. those who died in
Ooh.
the first trial. Were these characters always going to be victims? Why did you decide to resurrect them? I was thinking about the story of Kimi Ga Shine based on the premise of the idea of the dead being resurrected as puppets.
I mean, I imagine,
the
yeah.
number of characters was getting smaller and smaller, so this idea was added to make it more exciting. Since Kimi Ga Shine was loved by many people, I was able to include them as planned, with lots of detail.
Oh.
It makes me very happy. If the work had not been known to anyone, the dummies might have had a relatively smaller role.
No, the implementation of the dummies was really well done. Especially... Actually, no, not especially. All of them. Even Hanako and Renmaru, you guys know my feelings towards both of them. But like characters like Anzu, Mai, and Kurumada are pretty cool. And even Hayasaka, even though he's a little... He's suit and specs 2, Electric Boogaloo. No, but in all seriousness, it was a great idea to add because, let's see, at the time of 3-1A, who do we have alive? So, fucking, I hit my mic right. Sorry. We had Sara, Keiji, Gin, one of the Yabusames in this case, Kana or So. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, Kyutaro, right. So we had 6 people alive, right? I feel like I'm forgetting someone again. It's been a while since I replayed the game. I'm sorry. If I miss anyone, I'll probably add it in post here.
Question 7. You've mentioned the order in which you've developed the main survivors in the past.
Alright.
Sara being first and Keiji/Male Alice being the last one.
So, okay, in which order did you think of the characters? I did not know about this, by the way. Sara, Joe, Mishima, Kai, Nao, Kyutaro, Reiko, Gin, Kana, Keiji, Alice. Huh, okay. Shin is not there.
What is the order in which you developed the dummies?
Oh, okay.
Masters?
Let's see.
I don't remember all of the details, just for reference, but it goes like this. The first was Hoemi, Sue Miley. I created her alongside the main survivors.
Oh, that is
Her design
terrifying.
was inspired by pudding, or a chocolate banana. The second one was
It's not cheese! How dare you! It is not cheese! That's fine.
Ashu, a bad guy who deserves to be the boss of
Oh,
Tiramisu.
yeah.
His design is based on tiramisu.
I wonder why.
Third was Hanaki and Noel,
Safalin and Ranger.
Ashu was an old man, so I made a young
He doesn't look...
Hanaki and Noelle, Safalin and Ranger.
He doesn't look that old. He looks like he's in his mid-40s.
She was an old man, so I made a young and adorable pair to balance things out.
Adorable.
The fourth was Anzu.
Oh, I am so happy, dude. I am so happy that Anzu was the first dummy to be conceived. I am so happy. Sorry, Anzu just brings me unfathomable happiness.
Wears the same hood as Noelle, since Ranger wears the clothes of the dead.
Yep.
The fifth was probably Hayasaka. I thought we needed an ordinary businessman.
Just no further explanation here. Ordinary businessman. I fucking love these.
The sixth was Mai,
Hey.
and Ranmaru.
All right.
All up at about the same time.
Nice.
Kuramada for a strong man with a high survival percentage. Ranmaru and Mai I imagine from their names and occupations. The seventh was Sohiori.
It's so weird to think that Midori was not the last. And so he means Hanako, right?
I was very satisfied upon initially drawing his eerie standing image.
Dude, props to you, Nankidai, because god damn it, Midori.
Question 8. Why did you come up with the idea of non-candidates
Oh
in
yeah,
the first place?
this one.
The part I wanted to portray the most was Joe not being a candidate.
So he wanted like to focus on the part of, okay, Joe was here simply to balance out the odds. Also, if you guys see me looking at the left, I'm looking at a clock. That's about it. All right. So he wanted to focus on Joe's death so that Sarah would have a disadvantage, all right?
I wanted to show Sarah is at a tragic loss when losing her best friend, Joe. This point affects and reduces her chances of winning.
Yeah.
In turn, I wanted to use this to show and develop Sarah's character.
If you're in the Kana route.
Question.
No, honestly, Sarah does also have character development in the So route. It's just super negative. But she does develop.
9. Currently, we know the birthdays of the 12 main survivors, like Sarah.
All right.
Fans are curious about the birthdays for the other characters. What are the birthdays of Ranmaru Kageyama and the dummies, or the real Sohiori and the floor masters?
Okay.
I would like to eventually make a complete setting material art book, so please wait until then.
Oh, I will wait, my good sir. Please take your time. I will buy that. I will absolutely buy that. Oh my god, the artwork. Oh, the trace lines. Oh, they're so good. God.
Question 10. I would like to ask you about the development of Kimi Ga Shine, and how the game evolves with each chapter.
Again, someone worded a question, the same question that I did, but better.
You mentioned before that characters such as Alice Yabasame and Kana's sister changed as they were making Kimi Ga Shine, but has the story stuck to a main outline? People are curious if you had the story all written out before creating the game, or if there were parts of the story that were still undecided while working on earlier chapters.
So according to what he said earlier, apologies. According to what Nankidai said earlier, I imagine that he had the main outline ready. Like the Sarah and Co try to escape, Floor Masters try to kill, like basic deal. I imagine that's gonna be part of his answer. At the same time though, I imagine that like a lot of like writing the story is hard. I know, I've been there. Even if I didn't do anything as bonkers as this, I know that writing stories is difficult. So there are many times where a writer simply just isn't content with what he wrote. He or she in this case. So stories are prone to change. It's just the natural law of writing a story.
The main storyline that I had in mind from the beginning, such as who would be sacrificed, is progressing as planned. However,
how I
my
expected.
work was initially intended to be smaller in scale. So things like the appearance of the dummies would have been treated as more minor elements.
Minor,
I'm
all
very
right.
happy and thankful that the fans love the direction I went with this. Ultimately, in the end, I was able to create a storyline that I wanted to do, and in a way that I find satisfying.
Good answer overall. Like, if you're happy, like, okay, first and foremost, if you're writing a story, making a game, whatever, if you yourself as a creator are happy with what you make, that is halfway done. That's halfway to the approval of others. I have made many things in the past that I look, and I still look back fondly, even though most of my past projects were a bit of a mess. I was a young, foolish boy back then, but still, I do think that enjoying and feeling satisfied with something you make is halfway. It's half the battle, pretty much. But as I said, there are things I made that I'm genuinely proud of still, and there are others that I look back and I'm like, I could have done better. I probably could have done better. But it's a learning process, and if at the time you're satisfied, I think that's what matters the most. If people aren't satisfied, you can ask for opinions, but I would never compromise on a work I've made to the point of I don't find it, like, I wouldn't compromise it to the point of not finding it satisfying for the sake of others' satisfaction. I would never do that. And I think Nankidai is that type of person too.
As for the gameplay, each chapter introduced new features.
This is still question 10? Holy crap.
Game attractions of Chapter 2, or Chapter 3's Maple/Obstructor fights. Was the addition of new gameplay elements planned from the start, or did you decide to add them as the chapters progressed? I always intended to include new features and gameplay elements in the first part of every chapter. That said, I think over what type of gameplay mechanics I want to do when I make them. I try to think about what gameplay is technically feasible, and that will bring out the charm of the characters. Sometimes, during the game-making process, I have to rework things with a different approach if the idea doesn't pan out. For the spinning coffins in Chapter 3, I originally had an alternative plan in mind.
Oh, is that right? The banquet was different?
Question.
Oh, sorry. I keep pausing, and I know that, but that's just the style of my reactions. Hold up, how long have we gone for? 33 minutes. I've already doubled the runtime of the video. Oh boy. But yeah, as I was saying, feasible gameplay. If it fits and it's feasible, it works, honestly. I don't see anything wrong with that, and the minigames are genuinely enjoyable, except for Memory Dance, but Memory Dance is just because it's actually challenging, so it's kind of a difficulty spike, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, for people who enjoy that sort of thing, it's pretty good. And I still think, like, Memory Dance is remembered back fondly, it's just more difficult than other minigames.
Question 11. What were your favorite things in favorite media?
Ooh!
Are you into anything from Western culture?
This is gonna be good.
Primarily media. And have Western influences shaped the writing and development of Kimi Ga Shine? Growing up, I played Nintendo 64 video games like Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros., and Puyo Puyo almost every day with my friends.
Yo, Nankidai's a gamer! Okay, but in all seriousness, that's pretty cool. It's, his taste in gaming is pretty good. Mario Kart and Smash Bros. Specifically. Puyo Puyo was a big thing in Japan, if I recall correctly, to the point that when when the N64 came out, it wasn't at its peak. It was more during the 16-bit era, to the point where when it released in the West, mostly the US, for the Sega Mega Drive or the Sega Genesis, depending on whichever you live, they rebranded it as Sonic, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. But that's still pretty cool. I like this.
I also remember watching a lot of
Oh my god, no way!
Pinky and the Brain, Billy and Mandy, etc. on Cartoon Network on TV.
Oh, Nankidai's a Cartoon Network fan. So that's just base, dude. Especially Powerpuff Girls, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like, all of the shows he mentioned are so good.
Before the production of Kimi Ga Shine, I enjoyed watching the Saw series and The Walking Dead.
Of course.
I was also really into Dead by Daylight.
Oh my god, he likes DVD.
Of that when you play the hide-and-seek minigame in the first part of Chapter 2. Question 12. Have any other visual novels or death game / survival-related media influenced you? If so, please provide examples.
I'm looking forward to this question. Again, I don't know anything about the questions that were asked or that Kev chose. I'm just here for now. I'm just enjoying this video a whole lot. The editing is really nice, and like I said, this is a big milestone within the community as a whole. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one.
My biggest influences are the Ace Attorney series and the Danganronpa series. They are the best games that I respect very much.
Thanks, I needed that. Why the hell did you fall? You are perfectly balanced. Anyways, Ace Attorney and Danganronpa, there is not much to say there. I mean, You guys know my feelings towards both of those series. Ace Attorney and Danganronpa are great series. I think Ace Attorney is better than Danganronpa overall, but they're both great series. Danganronpa does have its flaws, so does Ace Attorney, but I think Ace Attorney overall is just better than Danganronpa. And I think, in my humble opinion, Nankidai has made something that tops at least the first Danganronpa game, so he should be proud of it.
I want to try my best to mirror these games while also being able to bring innovation to the genre.
And you certainly did, my good sir.
Question 13. What are some of the interactions with fans of Kimi Ga
Ooh,
Shine that have left a
fan
lasting
interactions.
impact on you? I get feedback on the game and words of support, which motivates me very much to produce the game. I am grateful that fans love my work. Thus, I am able to happily produce it.
Seriously, dude, this guy's an angel, man. Thank you so much for all your hard work. It's all coming from your mind, Nankidai. It's all coming from your mind. It's all coming from your hands. This game is your baby. And we're here for every step of the way. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't let any type of pressure get to you. You're doing fantastic, man. I can't wait for the end.
Question 14. What's it like being a father? How do you think being a parent will influence you as a person and creatively moving forward?
So we're getting into the realm of more personal questions, which I kind of dig, honestly, especially considering that fatherhood is a relatively recent thing for him. Like I said at the start of the video, he became a father of twins very recently. So I expect this to be a new challenge for him, but honestly, the way that he portrays himself, I think he's gonna be a great father.
I have very cute kids right now.
Aww.
I wanted to create a game so great that it would inspire my children when they grow up and eventually play it. I think it would be interesting if, one day, I could use my fatherhood, which I never have before, in my work. And even if I have a child, I would like to still make stimulating games without having to hold back.
Dude, I don't have words for that. It's genuine. You can tell it's genuine too. All right, what's the last question? Oh, okay.
And the final question.
Okay.
Question 15. Fans are eagerly awaiting the conclusion of Kimi Ga Shine and its side content.
Plans for the
Along with
future.
that, what are your plans for the future? Are you interested in creating stories in other genres or developing other games? Thank you for loving Kimi Ga Shine. I will do my best to bring it to the best possible conclusion. Of course, right now, I am only thinking about making Kimi Ga Shine, but I am interested in making another game after it is completed.
Man, we have come far, guys. We have come far. Like I said, take your time. We know, to be fair, that this game's gonna have a great ending, no matter what. It's so difficult to botch what you've done, and I don't think you're gonna be the one to do that, to be honest. My expectations are where they should be, I think, when it comes to Kimi Ga Shine. Man, watching this makes me realize I've kind of been neglecting the abridged series. I really want that to be back up as soon as possible, but life has been kind of difficult. I barely have time for myself lately. Not that I want to talk about myself right now, it's just, and I don't want to use that as an excuse. My creative juices have been stopped. I'm sorry. I'll happily wait, like I said. I'll happily wait. In the meantime, I still have to play Your Turn to Shine, but that's not what matters. What matters is really just being patient. I truly believe that this man is gonna produce something spectacular for the ending. And I'm gonna be there to bawl my eyes out, trust me, I will be there. I don't care what's happening in my life at the time that 3-2 drops, I'm gonna drop everything to start recording. Oh man, I don't think any of us are ready for the end of this game. Of course, I didn't mention the second part, but of course I'm also looking forward to whatever he's planning to produce in the near future, near or far future. We can all see he has talent for this. He has really big talent for telling his story. Above all, honestly, like, characters are great, of course, but using those characters in an appropriate setting is equally as important, in my opinion. And Nankidai is a fantastic storyteller, so I think that whatever he can come up with is gonna be good, at the very least. Also, this art is just super happy, and I'm really glad to be watching it right now.
And with that, those were the 15 questions asked by the community and answered graciously by the man himself, Mr. Nankidai. Thank you so much for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed learning more about Kimi Ga Shine, all of its wonderful characters, and having your questions answered.
Thank you, good sir, for somehow setting this up. I know you've had contact with Nankidai before, especially, again, previous projects, but this was still insane, and I'm flabbergasted, to be honest.
Even though we don't all share the same spoken language, like, I'm a fool who can barely speak English myself.
Oh, good sir, I have heard people speak English worse than you. I mean, have you heard me?
Do share is our love for Mr. Nankidai's wonderful creation.
Oh yeah.
And indeed, thank you so much to Mr. Nankidai.
Also,
for
prayer.
to do this
really.
interview. Thank you very much. You are great. Gonna quickly give some thanks to some really awesome people who really deserve it.
All right.
Thank you, Mamma Mia, for creating
great
a
intro.
intro
Just
animation
fantastic.
that I will be using in videos moving
Fantastic
forward. It
intro.
Came out so good. Check them out, like I said.
Oh yeah.
They're an amazing member of the community, and you can find
So
more
good.
stellar art and animations like the one they made for me on their socials.
Again.
Thank you to Moon Viewing Truth for creating both awesome art pieces for this anniversary interview.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Why did I usually talk about the thumbnail before the video. The thumbnail is fantastic. It's a little Kev like interviewing a little Nankidai. It's fantastic. I don't know how I missed that, but I missed it.
I very much appreciate all that you do for me. Make sure you guys show your appreciation as well.
Oh yeah.
And huge shoutouts / thanks to Carson,
Hey, Carson and Kage Pro.
Kage Pro 24 for their efforts with translating my words from English to Japanese. Without them, none of this could have happened.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah, show them lots of gratitude, everybody. Thank you, Carson Hua, Kira, the One True Grig, Mamma Mia, all of my wonderful members, mods, and everyone who helped with this video in some way, shape, or form. Happy 6 years to Kimi Ga Shine, and to a wonderful anniversary. Here's to many more awesome years to come.
Agreed. Goodbye, good sir. Thank you for the video. Wait. Kev, what the fuck? What am I in for? What am I in for? What are you trying? Why are you trying to bait and switch me? There's still 3 minutes left. What is this? What did you do?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think we were done?
I actually did, but then okay. Fire away.
We have one more thing left to show.
Oh, is it?
Alrighty, folks. One final message.
Okay.
Check this out.
こんにちは、君が死ね多数決デスゲームを制作している南紀大です。
Oh my god, Kev, you little... Oh, dude. Of course you do the exact same thing this year. Honestly, though, I ain't even mad. That's just awesome. Let's see what Nankidai has to say to us.
一生全編を公開してから6周年を迎えることができました。制作に没頭する日々が続き、あまりこうしてね発信することができませんでしたが、祝っていただけてとても嬉しいです。ありがとうございました。現在は、完結編の制作をね中心に行いつつ、合間にスチーム版の追加用の
the past
エピソードを
episodes
制作しています。そしてストーリーが完結した先には、アドベンチャーノベルゲームとして遊びやすいように機能を充実させていくことも予定しています。
He's planning to enhance the game. I'm guessing stuff like the enhancements of 999 from the DS to PC. I'm guessing he's talking about stuff like that. I mean, that'd be awesome. Imagine having a novel mode. That'd be so cool.
自分一人で制作を続けていますので、とても時間がかかってしまって申し訳ないのですが、 ぜひ物語の結末を最後まで皆様に見届けていただけると
Oh, man.
嬉しいです。どうかよろしくお願いいたします。あり
You're
がとうござい
welcome.
ました。
Show
welcome.
Mr. Nankidai some love, everybody.
Seriously, do it, man.
Thank you so much
Do it.
for everything that you do. From myself and the community as a whole, we graciously await your next endeavors.
Seriously.
Take your time, and again, thank you. And with that said, folks,
Thank
we're
you.
about done here. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to 30K, folks. We're just about there.
Get this man to 30K now!
With all that said, this is Keigo, or Kev, signing out. Have a good rest of your guys' days. I'll catch you guys later on whatever else we do. Happy 6th anniversary. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out for now. Have a good one.
Now for real. Now for real, good sir. Dude. I'm gonna let Prey play until the end. I think it deserves it. Alright. Let's go back to normal because, well, normal in terms of webcam because right now I'm here and if I recall correctly, it's here, the thing. If not, I'll just move it to make sure it's here. I'll be right back, guys. Man. I don't even know what to say to that, honestly. It was... I got more than I bargained for, that's for sure. I near teared up at the end, actually. It is difficult. We have this standardized version of game creators, you know, the type of people who once their like creation gains heights of popularity that they never thought possible, they just immerse themselves in that and just lose themselves. Dude, I don't get that from Nankidai at all. It's oh, like I said, we have this standardized vision of them, which it's not even remotely close to the truth in this case. I genuinely think that Nankidai is a really nice guy. A really nice, humble guy who's just not afraid to give it his all to make the best he can. He, like he said, he didn't think that Kimi Ga Shine or Your Turn to Die would get this much traction. I mean, hell, I'm technically in the production of an abridged series for the game. That's not something you do for a little-known series, even though Your Turn to Die is not that well known yet, and I think it's gonna be with the passing time, especially once the new chapter hits hits the game, basically. Once the final chapter is concluded and passed on to the game, considering that the game is now on Steam, I do think that this game is gonna get a lot more traction. Maybe even have a fandom as big as Danganronpa's. Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully a little less toxic. Still though, you guys know that my say in this is pretty irrelevant. I don't usually hang out in fervorous fandoms, or well, I don't hang out with the... Well, it's not like that. I am part of many fandoms. It's just... I think you guys got my point, alright? I'm not like a radical fan of anything. I just enjoy things, and I like to talk about the things that I enjoy. And it's why I've made series like TWD, the top 10s, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's enough about me. Nankidai, great guy apparently, and honestly I fully believe that. I think his answers revealed a lot of his character and a lot of his thinking process, so I was pretty satisfied with how this thing turned out. In the end, again, like I said many times by now, I'm happy to just give him the time he needs to finish the game, because I know that it's not going to disappoint me. It's very unlikely to. And because of that, I'm happy to wait. In the meantime, I have other stuff to do, especially now that I've started working. Cough, cough. But yeah, thank you once again to Nankidai for answering Kev's questions, or the questions of the community that Kev relayed to him. Thanks to Carson and Kage Pro for the translation, because those guys are goats, absolute goats. Like, seriously. Fantastic people as well. huge shout out to Mamma Mia, because Jesus Christ, that intro slapped. I had heard of their work before, but I did not know that Kev had a new intro made by them. It's fantastic. And of course, shout out to the man himself, Keigo Kev. Get this man to 30k ASAP. And yeah, I think that's about it. I thoroughly enjoyed this video. Like I said, I won't retract my statement. This video is a huge milestone for the Your Turn to Die community, and the fact that we got to hear back from Nankidai, even if it was in this format, and including the message at the end, the future of this series is bright. Honestly, I don't see any darkness surrounding it. I think this series is gonna end off in the right way, or well, this game in this case, because it's not a series, it's a game. It does have multiple sorts of media like manga, plushies, etc. Stuff, merchandising. This Your Turn to Die is growing steadily, and I'm here to see that. So, guys, that'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel. And if you want to be notified of future uploads like this one, hit the little bell. You know what to do. Also, if you want to join my Discord server, because I totally remember what I was gonna say, link to it in the description below. Once again, go subscribe to KOKev, get that man to 30k. I don't think I need to repeat myself on that. Get that man to 30k right now. I'm watching you all. But yeah, that is about it from me. Take care. Till next time. Peace.